First off, Zach Edey is an absolute beast in that low post. We can really watch his footwork, how he's able to get good position in that low post to be able to go into his defender so that he can get that baby hook in. This all starts with him going along the baseline, getting his shoulder into the shoulder of his defender so that now he can lock his arm and be able to basically lock in his ability to pin that player behind him in that paint. This is extremely important. He also gets super wide. He has his feet wider and he's sitting on the thigh of that defender. This is how you post up. This is you getting perfect position. When he catches that ball, he takes a little bit of a hop. This is massive. This is huge because this allows both of your feet to get onto the ground at the same time so that now you are, for one, balanced, but also you're able to basically use either foot as a pivot. Now here, it looks like he could have taken an offensive charge, and of course there's a lot of fans who said that that was an offensive charge in this game. However, when he turns into that player, he doesn't exactly extend his shoulder past his foot all that much, and he used his shoulder, not his elbow. If he used his elbow into the throat, that would have probably knocked that guy senseless for a very long time, but he didn't. It was still good defense. Hands were straight up, but Zach Edey was able to get that position mainly because of that spin move. Zach Edey's really able to get into that low post and get super wide. I cannot stress this enough. Get your feet super wide in the low post. Now, Zach Edey in this next clip does an extremely good job on being able to create an open lane for his player or his teammate to drive, but also that post-up move was fantastic. So when he did this post-up move, he went behind that defender and he put his arm over top of the shoulder of that defender. That allows him to lock that player out. And again, going super wide, hand up, basically saying, hey, pass me that ball. And even if that ball did get to him, there was absolutely nothing that defender could do to him. Because Zach Edey was so wide, he was able to still block out that player from playing help defense to cut off the drive of his teammate. Zach Edey is also a very good passer. When he gets that ball into the low post, he doesn't always go and try to attack the rim. He's able to get that ball out for three-point shots too. And these are quick passes. He gets that ball and he passes right away. That is something you need to do in the post if you get double teamed. He's also very good at being able to use no dribbles in that low post. Here, when he gets that ball, he does a little bit of a hop and lands on both feet, at least to the referee at the same time, but we all know that he landed on his right foot because we're going in slow motion. However, to the referee, I can understand why he would have thought that this was him landing on both feet at the same time. Because when he lands right here, if he did land on both feet, then he would have been able to lead with this foot and then just pivot and go for the dunk. Something else that I really want to have you pay attention to is him controlling that ball. This is something that a lot of centers, young centers, will make a mistake. They'll bring that ball back down, which will allow that help side defender, whether it be a smaller or bigger player, to go and hack away at it. But by keeping it at least at shoulder height the entire time, it's very hard to get that steal. And yes, he is well over 7 feet tall, but he has very, very good footwork. Here, when he gets this ball in the low post once again, he takes that dribble, goes right, left, and then he's able to finish with that layup. But there's something else that he does, and that is when he goes for this layup, his off arm gets his elbow into the arm or shoulder of that player. That allows him to clear out that space and get that and one. Now this is just old school low post moves. When he gets it in that low post, he's looking over his shoulder. He's looking for the weak side cuts. He's looking for the cuts from the opposite wing. If he doesn't get those, in this move, he takes a quick dribble and hop towards the middle of the key. That gets that defender towards the middle of the key to try to cut him off. He then does a quick spin move and seals his man with that off elbow. If it wasn't for that off elbow getting into the back of that defender, he would not have had that clear angle to the rim. But when you do the spin move in the low post, get that elbow into the back of that defender to clear him out, and then go up with two hands, one hand at last, and then you can get that layup.